20 seconds. There's somebody waiting already, huh?
Hey there. And oh my gosh, I hope you guys can hear me. You know what? I'm sure you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I think you can hear me now. Can you hear me? I'm going to try this again, guys. Thank goodness. Stand by. Oh, I hope you guys can hear me. It doesn't look like the mic is working. Okay. Well, we're going to go with this. Alrighty. Let me know if you guys can hear me or not. I'm not sure that you can hear me. Let me check. Oh, this isn't good if you guys can't hear. Let me try my other headphones because aren't we supposed to be seeing green? Let's try these. We're better here? Oh. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go check and see if I'm live? Oh, okay. Bossy can hear. Hey, Bossy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Listen. Thank goodness for editing because I'm going to have to edit all this out. All righty. Good. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much for being a part of Carline Conversations today. Bossy, so good to see you. And I'm so glad that you can hear. My goodness. And hello, Andre. Well, thank you so much for joining. I think this is the first time that you have been a part of Carline Conversations. So I appreciate you. And good morning to everybody. You're saying good morning, so I don't know where you are in the world, but good morning. So welcome to Carline Conversations. My name is Kellee Williams. Normally I'm on the other side, but I happen to have a driver today. So my husband and I were actually picking up our daughter, our children together today. But I needed to come live today because I did not come live yesterday. One of the Z's were home and we didn't have a Carline. But oh my goodness, I have so much to tell you. I do have something planned to talk to you about today. The one thing that I would do if I were starting my business over, but I just want to tell you, I am still on a high from this weekend. We had our conference for Kingdom Driven Entrepreneurs, and I am floating on a cloud about that. But we'll take time to talk about that some other point. I might see if I can get some other participants to join me live in that talk, and we'll go there. But listen, today I want to talk to you guys about the one thing that I would do differently if I were starting my business. And I hear all the time, so listen, y'all, I'm so sorry. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so the networking is taking place. That is what this is about. That's what this is about. You all connect, see who else is on, see how you all can meet each other and even go off app. That's what this is about. So Bossy, you got the right idea. So I want to talk to you guys about coaching transformation, that being the number one thing that I would focus on and master if I were starting my business all over again. So many times when people, I share in my Clubhouse spaces that there are some things that you have got to have absolute clarity on if you want to be successful in your coaching business. One being the transformation that you offer, the other being the client that you serve, and the last one being the offers that you offer the offers that you offer your clients. But when it boils down to it, you can't have the others without this one thing, and that is knowing what the transformation is and knowing how you got there. So a lot of times people want to coach in areas that they have maybe academic experience in or personal experience in, and that's great, and that's what you should be doing. That's exactly how you should be coaching. But I want to share with you the importance of having that transformation really, really honed in on. Okay. It's foundational and it must be mastered. And hey there, good to see you. I call him Pastor Jamal, but hey there. So I want to talk to you about this transformation and how you can go about communicating that and why that will be beneficial in the long run. Okay. So when people meet with me on calls and they're like, okay, well, I'm just a little unsure how to go forward in my coaching business, or they hit this wall because they feel like something's not connecting, something's not clicking. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's that transformation piece. Listen, you are not very clear about the transformation that you're able to offer people because you're not clear on how you got there yourself. The majority of my clients, and probably your clients as well, you see yourself in them. There's a measure of you that is also a part of it, who your client is. And I know I'm not saying that right. You know what it is? It's because I'm sitting on the other side of the truck. I'm thrown off.
You want to sit over here?
No, I don't need to sit over there. I'm gonna get it together. Yeah, I'm gonna get it together. So your ideal client is a former version of yourself or some version of yourself. And what it is you sometimes do not even want to go back and remember where you were, those pain points, those struggles, those behaviors, and even those demons that you had to overcome in order to get to the place where you are today. And I'm telling you, it is that transformation that is going to help your client. But you've got to be okay with going there yourself. So let me tell you, if you haven't done this, right? If you don't have absolute clarity on the transformation that you offer your client, I'm going to share with you some things and some questions that I want you to explore so that you can master that level so that you can move on to other levels. And I'm gonna tell you, I did a podcast interview earlier today, and boy, this woman was phenomenal. She was phenomenal. But we talked about that. We talked about the process that we have to go through in order to excel in business. And that process looks like that journey and exploring that journey. And many times, out of resistance from who it is that we're called to and the type of work that we're called to do, we don't want to explore that process for ourselves. We're comfortable in saying, I'm a coach and I just want to help people live their best life. Or I'm a coach and I just want people to do better for themselves. Or I'm a coach and I just want to see everybody win. Yeah, all of that is true. But what does that really, really look like? You got to take a look back at yourself and remember where it was that you've come from, the place that you've come from, so that you are able to clearly identify how you are able to offer transformation in your client. Okay, so these are some things, some explorations that I want you to embark upon so that you can master the level of transformation so that we can move on to the next step. And I'm going to share with you where the next step is after I share with you this. Okay, so let's talk about this. As you talk about your transformation, and I'm talking about your transformation. Okay, so maybe you are a relationship coach. What was it in your life that gave you your expertise? Or if you're a financial coach, what is it that you went through in your life that put you in the place where you know what you know right now? Maybe you are a coach for teens. What do you know about teenage life or parenting that is able to help you with your clients and their transformation? Okay, ask yourself these questions. What were the feelings that I have experienced? Okay, so go back into the halls, write those down. What were the feelings that you had in the different stages of your journey, the different stages of the places that you have been that led you or have led you to the place where you are now as a coach? Okay, here we go. For my believers, what spirits did you battle? What did you have to overcome? What was it that you were like, today we are done, no more? What does that look like? What shifts in your mindset needed to take place? Did you come from a place of poverty? Did you come from a place of doubt? Did you have a, well, I can't mentality? I don't know if I can do this. I've never seen anybody in my life do this before. What mindset shifts needed to take place in your journey that led you to your transformation? What tools did you use? Did you use certain budgets? Did you use certain frameworks? Did you use certain processes? Did you time block for greater discipline in some areas? What were those milestone markers? So let me pause for a moment. I'm not really talking about it this much here, but framework, right? Many of you have heard me talk about framework, and I probably should do a video for Carline Conversations about framework. But what were those areas in your framework that you can consider to be those milestone markers? So, as a coach for coaches, what was it like when you made your first $1,000? What was it like when you made your first $5,000? What would you make? What was it like when you had your very first $60,000 month? What's it like having a $60,000 month? It's lovely, right? Give me some on that. Identify what Jesus, identify what it's like when you come across certain milestone markers in your business. Ask yourself, what questions did I have during this journey, during my transformation? Ask God to remind you of all these things. Go back into the halls of your memory, because I'm telling you, in order to help your client, you're going to need to be able to answer these things. What were the spiritual revelations that you encountered? What were those downloads that you got? What were those big, grand, great, amazing uncoverings that you had? Those revelations that really thrusted you into the new place as you went along your journey. And then lastly, what were the accomplishments? What were the accomplishments at every stop, or at every step of this transformation? Right? What did you accomplish, and what were you able to do and celebrate as a result of those accomplishments? Okay. So once you were able to master the level of the transformation, the journey, okay, the transformation is what happens at the end of the journey. So once you're able to master and really understand what that was like for you, now you are able to articulate and communicate a message so that you can now speak to your client about what that is like for them. Remember, this is all for them. And I know you might be thinking, well, I'm talking so much about me. Yes, in this stage, you do need to. You need to, because people want to know and believe that it is possible, that what you have, your area of expertise, your area of coaching, that it is possible for them to achieve as well. So if you take them from I started from the bottom, right? Take them there all the way at the bottom to where you are right now. You are giving them hope. And that's why we do what we do. Well, that's not the only reason why we do what we do, but in doing what we do, we give them hope. We give them a reason to believe that they can also achieve this thing. Okay. So in a post that I did on Facebook earlier today, I talked about the A clause of Revelations 12:11 that says, we have overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So as we began to articulate this message that speaks to where it is that we've been and where it is that I can't take you as a coach, you want to share what life was like for you. You want to share those areas of testimonies, the people, the clients that you've impacted, the other people that you have impacted. You want to do that. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so I said this in a post that a lot of people, oh, what is that, a bee? No, it's bee season here in Cleveland. A lot of times people start coaching and they get flustered and flounder and frustrated because they get stuck. Well, you get stuck when you don't master things at the level. So I remember in the movie Shrek, what was it, Shrek that talked about the onion? Have layers. I'm like an onion. I have layers. Listen, this coaching is like layers. It's like a building. We're building upon a foundation, and it all starts with that transformation. You won't know where to take your people until you know where you've been. And so that's where we start, where we have been, so that we can take them to the transformation. So identify what that journey looks like. Document what that journey looks like. And I know you might be thinking, well, my journey started when I was a kid. Okay, sit with God, ask him to remind you of what that looked like, and document that journey so that you can move forward. I don't want you to stop coaching. Okay. The average lifespan of a coach is 18 months. They give up after 18 months of coaching. Yeah. That doesn't have to be your testimony. So if you build the foundation, I know you might be thinking, well, I've been coaching for a long time already. Okay. Well, are you where you want to be? I don't know. It's okay. You can go back and really think about this. Okay, am I clearly articulating? Is my message centered around the transformation that I am able to offer the client? And if not, I want you to think about that message. Okay? Ooh, all righty, all righty. Listen, so Bossy says transformation. I had to get rooted in joy. I had to focus on faith rather than fear. Listen, faith. Oh, Jesus. See, we don't have enough time. It's time for me to get off of here. And I had that snafu with the microphone in the beginning. Bossy, you are absolutely right. This is a faith walk. Everything that we're doing in life, listen, is a faith walk. We're just going with the flow and praying that we are walking in the will of God. And I believe, as a called coach, that you are doing just that. That transformation is not for naught. That transformation is for a reason. That transformation that you've encountered or come into is a result of a plan. It's part of the plan. And so knowing who you're rooted in and knowing what you're rooted in is absolutely part of this foundation that will help you to the success in your coaching business. Alrighty, so I want to thank y'all for joining me. Listen, tomorrow we will talk about the conference. Okay, tomorrow. Let's see, is there a Carline tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Mm-hmm. I should be in a Carline tomorrow, and I still don't have my truck back, but it's okay. We're not talking about that. I still got wheels. We still got wheels. So, thank you so much for joining me today in this episode of Carline Conversations. I will be back tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about the conference, the Ready for More conference. It was phenomenal, and I cannot wait until next year's live event that I will be talking about tomorrow. But anyways, this is what I want you guys to do today. I really want you to think about the transformation that you offer your client, and I want you to take a look at your transformation and your personal transformation and where that began for you and where you are in the transformation. And if you don't feel that you're there yet, be okay with that, because I'm not there yet. I've been coaching for a minute, and I'm a really good coach, but I know that each and every day I'm getting better and better and better. I'm not there yet. I'm still transforming, but I can certainly think about where I've been so that I can help others see the hope and the possibilities for where they are. So anyways, that being that, this is a really long Carline Conversations today, but I want to thank y'all so much for hopping in here and joining me, and I look forward to joining you guys tomorrow for another episode, okay? Alrighty, y'all, take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Adios, everybody.